Modern computer contains following key hardware pieces: CPU, central processing unit; RAM, random access memory; GPU, graphics processing unit; long-term storage, network interface. CPU. When the program is running, all logic computational actions for the program are actually done by the central processing unit. CPU. CPU contains arithmetic logic unit, ALU, and the CPU cache. The CPU cache is very small but very fast, usually 10-100 times faster than RAM. Speed is needed to feed the data to the ALU. Every processor has a clock frequency, a number of cycles per second during which CPU can perform actions. Modern processors are working at the frequencies more than 1 GHz, which is 1 billion times per second. Random access memory, RAM. RAM is needed to store running state of the program while it's being executed. It's important to mention that RAM stores the data as long as it's powered on. When you turn off the computer, it clears up. RAM also has a clock frequency. Graphics processing unit, GPU. GPU is additional part of computer, meanwhile it is a computer by itself, which has a processor and graphical memory. Its purpose is to accelerate computation related to displaying information on the screen, like 3D graphics or machine learning, which benefits from parallel processing of the data. Long-term storage. Long-term storage is used to store documents, images, videos, binary executable files, etc. Modern computers use either HDD, hard disk drive, or SSD, solid-state drive. HDD looks like a vinyl player, but uses magnets to write zeros and ones on the blade. Bigger capacity but slow operation speed, containing moving parts. Fragile. SSD, basically a giant flat drive, doesn't contain any moving parts. Smaller capacity but very fast operation speed. All flash drives do have a limited number of writes to the same cell, and over long periods of time it might lead to data loss. Those smart algorithms helps to spread writes over multiple cells to avoid wearing out when writing to the same cell over and over. Network interface is used to transfer information between other computers in the network. Modern computers use IPv4 or IPv6 to communicate with each other over various media such as copper wire, fiber optic cables, and Wi-Fi. Computer architectures. In order to exist in the real world, and not only on the paper, and perform computational tasks, computer architectures do exist. They are needed to perform logical operations inside of the CPU. Most common CPU architectures that we deal with on everyday basis are x86 and ARM, developed by Intel and ARM respectively. x86 is widely used in desktop computers and servers, while ARM is in smartphones, routers, and recently in desktop and server computers. That's it. Now you know what computer architectures is. Like and subscribe to learn more about